One thing I've always liked about RPG games are the classes you can build and choose to become. Whether it be the classic knights, archers, quick assassins, and even wizards with their crazy spells, it's fully customizable and it's all up to you. So what if that mechanic was in Minecraft? Well, that's what exactly all the RPG series mod does. So let's see what's installed for us, shall we? Okay, I understand how much you want to pick a class, but before we start doing that, we're gonna have to look for a village. Because with all the class mods installed, villages will now have new structures spawning in them. Just like this jewelry shop behind me, where you'll find a jeweler. Which brings us to the first mod, jewelry. Now you might think that this villager just sells some kind of cosmetic jewelries to us, but these jewelries actually gives us buffs and to the classes that we'll be playing as later in the video, like how the diamond necklace gives us movement speed, or like this topaz ring that gives us buff in magic damage. But wait, there's no topaz in Minecraft, so how did I get a topaz ring? Well, I knew you might ask that, which is why I have found some gem ores underground here. In order to find gems like topaz or sapphire, in other words, ores that are not already in the game, we're gonna need to mine these gem ores, and once mined, we'll drop a completely random gem. Ruby, sapphire, topaz, and more. And just like that, you can craft a jewelry with that gem. Whether it be a necklace or ring, it depends on the class and build you are going for. These are some of the rare jewelries that can't be crafted and can only be found through dungeons, which actually indirectly adds a new reason to be exploring, which is great. Alright, now back to the village. Wanna guess what's the structure behind me? Yup, it's a wizard tower. One of the structures that these mods add. These structures also change based on the biomes they're in. Inside, you can find a wizard that sells you these runes, basically magic ammo. Do you know what this means? This means we can turn ourselves into wizards just like this villager. It is up to you for which class you choose to play though, which is the whole point of the video, but I'm gonna use the wizard here as a demonstration. There's 3 elements we can use as wizards. To start, you can craft a basic wand made with a stick and a coal, together with wool and lapis for a basic wizard robe. But all that's just the basic. The fun part is when we find these village structures called the Gazebos, where we'll find a spell binding table. Now if you place a book in here, you'll be able to choose your classes. It works just like an enchantment table, ticking levels to use. For Wizard, we get to pick to either make our book into an arcane tome, fire tome, or frost tome. All 3 of these tomes will then decide our magic elements. Once you've decided, in my case, I picked fire. You're gonna want to return to this gazebo once you're ready to unlock actual spells, with the most powerful one needing a whole ton of bookshelves and costing 40 XP levels to unlock. So once you've got enough bookshelves and levels, just unlock all 4 of the spells at once. And now that we've unlocked all 4 spells, we can finally now use magic. Since I picked the fire tome, we'll be able to use spells like a basic fireball, to fire breaths, to wall of fire, and to even summoning meteorites. All these spells will be displayed at the bottom left of your screen, so it's pretty simple to get how it works. And as for the arcane and frost tomes, all I'll say is that they're just as cool, like firing an arcane beam or raining down blizzards on your enemies. Also, unless you enjoy having a netherite axe being stronger than your magic, you might want to upgrade your gear, as there's wands for each element and respective crafting recipes, which can then be upgraded with netherite and enchanted with custom enchantments for wands. There's also 3 wizard robes for you to upgrade to, and based on the colors, I'm sure you can tell which represents what element. And don't forget about the jewelries you can now find in the world and craft, cause that's gonna play a huge role too. Now if you like what you just saw, imagine if that's not just wizards, but there's also 5 more classes you can pick that all have their own armors, weapons, and skills you can choose to invest into. Like how an archer can not only have all these different types of new bows and crossbows with their own crafting recipes, but also cool armor gears. And gosh, I look so cool with this. And don't forget about the spell books that give you skills like a magic arrow that can pierce multiple enemies at once. There's even a priest class to heal your friends, wolves, and even golems in the radius. A paladin with their heavy armor, shields, and weapons that tanks, heals, and buff. Like with a skill that places down a battle banner that buffs your friends in the radius. Or how about a quick assassin that uses daggers as their weapons and can go invisible and teleport behind the enemies. And for last but not least, we got the classic warrior class, with their beautiful medieval style knight armors and can perform skills like swinging in 360 and throwing their weapons. And that basically sums up all the RPG series mod. I'd recommend adding the better combat mod for the flashy animations you saw earlier, because all the weapons from the RPG series mod fit so well with these animations. And also don't forget about the combat roll mod to let yourself perform a dodge roll. All of the mods will be listed in the description. Feel free to like and subscribe by the way, and until next time, goodbye.